This is a 10 to 15 minute tutorial for anyone who needs to do some at-home exercises. All you need is a chair, some wedges, and that's about it. This one goes out to my mom so she could see me whenever she wants, so she can do the exercises I tell her to do with no excuse. So y'all can follow along. If it's good for her, it's good for you. First one I want you to do, Ma. Grab the chair, use it to assist you. Get up on those toes. And you could just hang out in a stretch here, which is kind of like a plank, which is hard. Or you can come on down, relax, get your toes under you, and stretch them back. Just hang out, let those toes go. If you're feeling ambitious, which I know you aren't, but if you are, you can extend your hips, get a stretch in the toes and the hips. But this takes a lot of strength from your glutes. You want to try to squeeze your glutes underneath you here. That's a little advanced, but that's all you're going to do. Hang out here for about 20 to 30 seconds. So we're going to get our stretch in. Feel the toes. Don't let your heels go out. Keep your heels in. Stretch. Definitely get that big toe to stretch out. Okay, we're at about 20 to 30 seconds. Right after that, we're going to stay with that format of around 30 seconds. Next, we're going to use our heel wedges. We're going to get up on our wedges, another 30-seconder. I want you to use the chair to assist you into getting these legs nice and straight and feeling that stretch. And Ma, I know you're making this exact face because I've seen it before, and I love that face. I love when that is intense. I want you to feel the intensity. Calf, hamstring, up the back of those legs, pushing against the chair, keeping that spine straight. Hang out, 30 seconds. Like I said, it could go a little longer. Bang. That's number 2. Number 3, we're going to get into a little strength of the ankle. Hold on to something. You can continue with this chair here. We're going to do some plantar flexions, or as you guys may know, calf raises. I'm going to grip with my toes, bring my heels just slightly up. I do want to keep my legs as straight as possible and just drive my heel upward. So I'm squeezing my quads while I do this. I could give you a little turn to the side. I'm squeezing my quads nice and tight to straighten my leg and driving up. We're going to look for 15 to 20 reps. Trying to go through the full range right before that heel touches. Keep the intensity in those calves. Keep the tension is the word I'm looking for, in those calves. Keep gripping with those toes. Squeeze those quads. 5, 4, 3, 2. Doesn't have to be fast. Get nice and strong. Figure it out. Relax. Boom. That's our first round. So bang, right into our second set. We're going right into that toe stretch. If you're feeling ambitious, you can even get up into this like plank and pull your spine straight. This one's pretty tough. Get your hips over your knees and your knees down towards the ground. You get a huge stretch of those toes. It's intense. I mean, you don't have to do that. You could drive on down and just let this happen. This is still great. I want you to stay with me. Keep following the stretches. Try to stay up with me. Just for this time, we're hanging out. Bang. Wedges, 30 seconds. Here we go. Ma, I want to see that face. You know the one I'm talking about? We're reaching for that intensity. That 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 intensity. You know, my mom told me when we first started doing this, and she'd go crazy with her face, that it would only be a 3 or a 4 intensity because she wasn't fighting in the Civil War or didn't have a gunshot wound. I'm not really sure what she was talking about, but we have now come to an understanding of intensity being how intense it is in your body. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. You want it to be intense. Bang. Here we go. Next, calf raises. You want to feel the burn. You want your body to adapt. We adapt to what we do. So if we sit, we become great at sitting, which ages our body. Don't do that. Let's beat that. That's why we're here. Simple everyday things. Here we go, up on those calves, up on those toes, up on the soles of your feet, whatever you want. Grip those toes down. Here we go. Hold on if you don't feel comfortable not holding on. This is, this has a lot of stability. You got to work up to this. Nice, slow, and control. The better control you have too, the better you are with your muscle fibers. Everything, up and down. Better control, less chance of injury. Better control of your joint. Takes time and practice. It's a relationship, brain to body, like anything else. 4, 3, 2. Here we go, relax, bang. We're moving on to our next set of exercises. We're gonna get into just some stretching, really. We're gonna use this chair again. It doesn't have to be that high. You can go to like a stair on your staircase, maybe down here, a little lower. You're gonna try to get your heel up on something and balance your hip out. So if I could do that towards you, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see my hip, so I'll do it like this. So I'm gonna get my heel up, and like you may be rotating at the hips because it's hard to get here. If it's hard to pull your hips straight, I need you to bring your heel down a little bit. So get your heel down, even if you're just here on the ground. Let's just start on the ground. Heel out in front of you as far as you can. Balance those hips and drive this hip back. And try to feel everything going up through this front leg that's straight. Just get a big squeeze. We're hanging out. I'm not rounding my back. I'm trying to keep it straight. Trying to keep it straight. Leg straight, back straight. If you want to hold on to something, this might even be better if you just put this heel up. Hold right onto that chair. Heel up, but those hips got to be even. You want to feel that. Bang, calf, behind the knee, hamstring. Okay, ready? Here we go. Switch. Same thing. Heel deep, hips even. Drive it down. Drive that hip back. Drive that back straight. I feel a little tight in this leg right here. So I got to let it rip. I'm telling you, this is beneficial for all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, relax. Next, we're going to use our wedges again. We're going to bring the chair out in front of us. I'm going to flip it around because I'm using it for stability. We're going to put the wedges inward. It's going to help us put our ankle inward. And I want you to rely on the chair, and we're just going to, same thing, leg is on the ground. If you feel comfortable, you can put it up on something. I'll show you in a sec. And we're going to drive our ankle inward. We're going to use this chair and just gently lean to the side. You can put your weight on whatever you need. You're trying to get this. You're trying to open your groin, if you will. It's your adductors. Trying to stretch them out. Let the ankle fall inward, and we're always going to balance the hips. When the hips are balanced, you will feel the stretch. Rely on the chair. Put your weight on it. That's okay. This is how you get strong. This is how you start accumulating the strength over time. Feeling the stretch. Again, you're searching for like 6, 7, or 8. That is ideal. Get intense. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Switch it. Same thing. Flip. You can just turn around and move the chair. And here we go. Foot in, hips balanced. And I'm putting my weight right here. Am I good on here?
I can't see your legs.
You can't see me?
Your whole leg is blocked, so if somebody's following along, they have no idea what your other leg is.
So this leg, all I'm doing is I'm keeping my hips even. And I'm just, honestly, I'm just bending this leg to being able, like, to assist me to lean onto this chair while this gets nice and straight and stretched. Inside of the leg. I might feel top of the hip too, and I'm just bending, hanging out right here. 10, 9, hips even. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Last, we're gonna grab the chair. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna just show you a couple ways. We'll do it right on the angle right here. I want you to use the chair again. We're leaning our weight on it. What else is new? You're going to bring your ankles away from each other as far as you can. You can cheat and lean. I don't care with your upper body. That's fine. You're trying to bring your heels as far away from each other as you can, and you want to feel the top of the hip right here. Your glute medius, your glute minimus. Stabilizing, using these hips and working these hips in abduction. You really only need to hang out for 10 seconds here and switch. If you have more than 10, honestly, you could start with 2 seconds. Rip 1, 2. Get a couple reps. 1, 2. That feels so good. Open those hips up, especially if we're sitting. Gotta open these hips. These reps are honestly stupendous. Your body will be thanking you. Like, I'm not even kidding. 2 more. And if you're feeling crazy, you get a hold. Bang. Let's do it one more time. Flip it around. Hamstring stretch. I am sweating in here, I'll tell you that. Am I on film? Ma, you sweating? Get the stretch, feel the stretch. Get it intense, squeeze it, breathe through it. Honestly, and I didn't show you, if you wanted it to be on something a little higher, that's fine. Just balance the hips out and pull that hip downward. Switch. Dive that hip deep, deep, deep into your body. Hips gotta be even. If your hips aren't even, you're not gonna feel the stretch. Well, you may feel it, but it's not even, you're going too far past your threshold. It's easier to build up if you start from where you're at instead of going beyond where you're at. Your body, it's hard to adapt if you're giving it more than it's able to give. Giving it more than it can give. Screaming, my leg's screaming. This feels so good. And I'm sweating, which also feels good. Ay, ay, ay. Switch, here we go, to our adductor. Heel wedges. Put them in. If you don't have heel wedges, you don't even really need to put the foot in. It just it helps you feel the stretch a little bit better. I'm just leaning my weight, diving that foot in, balancing those hips, and I'm trying to keep this knee nice and straight. If you feel comfortable in this position, you can start repping, which is quite difficult, but really awesome for athletics. Honestly, for overall living. Once you're able to get these in. Hold it, stretch it, bang, let's switch. That's like a, I mean, it's like a lateral lunge or a lateral squat. It's a single leg squat. Squatting is so powerful. Powerful against sitting. Really powerful against sitting. That's what we're doing. We're beating sitting. We're beating it together. Beat it! Okay, sorry. Balance the hips, dive the ankle in, lean on, and stretch.
Your battery's dying.
I'm done after this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, last but not least. Oh, hip abduction, duh. We're gonna grab, put you on the angle here. It's gonna be our last one for our video because we're cutting out here. We got a storm coming in. Don't kick your ankle. That's not a good move. Again, couple seconds or a hold. You could do both. You could rep and hold, similar to those lateral lunges or those adductor stretches. Okay, bang. All I need. 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. The more you do, the better. As long as you're not hurting anything. Because I know your hip is a little unhappy. Make sure it's happy when you do this. Happy matters. Happy Gilmore. Bang. Squeeze those hips. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do to start. That's about 10-15 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow.